Well, in this cue card, you have 4 questions. The question number 1, do you like shopping? Question number 2, where do you do shopping? Question number 3, how do you go there? Question number 4, why do you prefer the shopping center? You are really cheered. These questions are very common. I know them very well. I can answer them at ease. But the fact is that if you answer them easily, if you do not use more substantial structure, and if there is no coherence of the words and structure, you would not get better marks. For example, you would get only 4 or 5 if you answer, yes, I do shopping and the shopping center is very near to my residence. I do shopping from this market because the price is very reasonable. The examiner would get you or give you only 4 or 5. If you would like to get more than that, whether it is 7 or 7 plus or something more than that, you should say about that, you would rather say that I do love shopping. The first thing is that whether it is a holiday or any vacation, I never stay home. My first job is to go shopping. I love shopping and I like visiting different shopping centers because the shopping centers are really very good to go, as the environment is really well and very good there. So I prefer Sanmar Ocean City because this is one of the greatest shopping centers, not only in my country, rather in Southern Asia. It is one of the biggest shopping malls, and the system or the management or the behavior of the sellers and refreshment and rest lounge, all these things are really, really well decorated, well set up, well established, and of course, greater to tell about this. And if you would like to, or if I'd like to, whether I feel tired while doing shopping, I can even go some kind of toy zones or some kind of kid zones where kid can play different kinds of games and cheer up. But the fact is that I don't have to pay any payment for that. And if I would like to have some refreshment or take some snacks, that is also available, whether it is a local food or the food that is Chinese, Thai, or Indian, or if the cuisine is my local, that is also available. So I always prefer Sanmar Ocean City because of these reasons. And exactly, this is one of the most beautiful, neat and clean, air-conditioned market in our locality. Whistle language. Of course, it is an interesting word. Whistle language means that if somebody whistles from a particular distance, the other persons of that area from the particular distance can understand only by hearing the whistle. That is even called Silbo Gomero. Silbo Gomero is a language that is called whistle language in Spanish words. The people of north coast of Africa used to talk in this language, and this place is exactly a very wild place where it is very difficult to live in. That is rockery, slippery, and mountainous locality. So people, not to let this language on extension, they in fact teach their children at elementary level of their school. This language is now written in 14th century. So this language is in trouble now, but even after that can go on a greater communication. So to understand other from a particular distance, probably it could be 10 kilometers far away. If the sound reaches to that individual, he or she can understand. So a whistle can reach the emotion, laughter, cry, sadness, happiness, alarm, warning, everything. A whistle is such a powerful language, or the Silbo Gomero is a powerful language, is not to be extinct, rather to be existed, as they seek attention of UNESCO to make this language survive. That's it. Hurango tree. The sound seems to be awkward. But the reality is, these trees could save millions of people in a locality that was at south coast of Peru, where it could really be very tough for the people to lead their life, as people needed food if they would like to survive. So, the people of south coast of Peru were living in a place where it was impossible to grow crops. And because of the blessing of the hurango tree, people started doing that. Hurango tree had got such a sustainable power which could cover up water and drop up erosion and save the trees from the drought. So hurango tree was very big one and the deep one and fat one. Its flowers, seeds are used for different kind of medication and vegetation. Its stem, bark and different kind of branches could use for charcoal well, or even it could be used for producing different kind of fuel. So this is how the hurango tree has become a famous tree for the people, those who are living in the south coast of Peru, as the tree had an unendable or unending blessings within it. That's it about hurango tree. Do you read? What do you read? When do you read? Why do you read the lessons this hour of the day? Now going to answer. Yes, I read. I read my lessons. I read my lessons in the morning. I enjoy morning hour very much. If you answer all these 4 questions of cue card in this way, you would not get more than 5. To increase your score, how we are going to answer in the second phase of it is that, yes, of course, I read in the morning, I read my lessons, I read this hour of the day because there are a number of reasons. First of all, morning is refreshing. If I study in the morning, I can remember it very well. Especially, my home is full of people, as it is a joint family. But if I study or read in the morning, most of the people of our house remain sleepy. So the environment is quiet and calm. I use this time to read and remember this. And especially morning time is very helpful to concentrate to a particular or a complicated topic. Thank you very much. Where is your residence? A very common question. When the question is asked in common, we hear the answer like this. My residence is at Halishore in Chattogram. My residence is at Uttara in Dhaka. If we answer like this, that will not satisfy the examiner, especially if the question is asked in an interview, whether it is job interview or IELTS test. To satisfy the examiner, what we are gonna do, we would like to enhance some words in our answer depicting the locality where I am living in. For an example, my residence is at Halishore in Chattogram. This is one of the most beautiful places of our country, and we enjoy all kind of civic facilities in here. Our neighborhood is so rich with lots of facilities. For example, we have hospital, school, college, shopping center, post office, police station, and a small hospital. So in case of any kind of emergency, we do not have to go too far. We can match or manage or solve the problems staying in our locality where we are living in. This is how you can finish your answer. Thank you very much.